Hi everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Today's recipe is for old-fashioned baking powder biscuits. So stay tuned and I'll show you my version of how to make these. These are so good alongside any dish. Here I'm serving it with beef stew, and I already have a video posted on how to make the beef stew. So just like with any recipe, you have to get together a few ingredients and then get started. And with baking powder biscuits, there's only a few simple ingredients, but it's amazing how tasty they are. It really adds to the comforts of home. So start by lining a large cookie sheet with some parchment paper. Now let's get right to the ingredients. Start by adding 4 cups of flour to a large mixing bowl. Now with my biscuits, I add 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Now add 6 teaspoons of baking powder. Then 1 teaspoon of salt. Now add a 1/2 cup of soft butter. Now you can mix this by hand if you want, by just getting your fingers right in there or with a spoon, but I use the aid of my electric mixer. Using the paddle attachment, mix it until it's crumbly. Slowly pour in about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of milk. I found that I needed about the full 1.5 cups. And continue mixing until it forms a soft dough. You can see here how it's starting to pull together. So I'm just dusting my countertop with a little bit of flour so that I can start to roll it out. And as you can see here, this is the consistency of the dough. So it needs to be soft and spongy like that. Go ahead and remove the paddle attachment and place the dough onto the floured surface. Using your hands, gently knead and shape the dough. And I try to shape it into a bit of a round disc. Now take the rolling pin and roll your dough until it's about 1 inch thick. It will rise a slight bit when it's baking, but it's up to you how thick you want these. You can make them a little bit thicker, but then you may have trouble with them cooking through on the inside. Next, I dust the top with some sugar. This will add a little bit of extra flavor, but it also looks really nice. I just use a glass from the cupboard and go ahead and cut the biscuits out with that. And continue cutting these until you have the dough all used up. And you can dip the edge of the glass in some flour to help keep it from sticking. Even if it sticks a little bit, you can always push up on it with your fingers and it comes out really easily. Then you just take the extra dough that's in between and roll it out and add a little sugar on the top like you did before and cut more circles, and keep doing that until you have your dough all used up. Now I place them about 1 inch apart on a cookie sheet that's prepared with parchment paper. Then you place them in an oven that's been preheated to 450 degrees. It will need to be timed for between 12 to 15 minutes. Place them on the middle rack, and I found it took about 15 minutes to really completely cook them through. And when they are done, they'll be lightly golden on top and bottom. They should be light and fluffy and not doughy on the inside. I'll get ready to enjoy them. So this recipe makes about 16 biscuits. You should have lots if you want to go back for seconds. And believe me, everyone will want more than one. I like to make these fresh and serve them hot out of the oven. These are good both hot and cold. Now there you have another great recipe. Go and make some. Thanks for watching Best Recipes with Sharon, and until next time, happy eating.